Oh, hey, because we are happy, Pharrell Williams featuring Kid Capri, Happy the remix. Welcome back to Justice with Zika. Yay! We're back. We just spoke to Salvador Shango. He's a Greek. He's actually Nigerian because he's been here for over 20 years, and he speaks Nigerian language. Actually is Yoruba. I actually likened Shango to Zeus, the god of thunder, and also Eledumare. Isn't that amazing? Okay. But the show's never the show if we don't have a little gist, right? So I've got two special people in the house with me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the panel. I've got an amazing group of people from newspaper houses, and they write every day your columns in the paper. They write those stories to you, and they talk about great stuff on the show all the time. Well, not on the show really, but in the newspaper. One is from Daily Independent, and the other is from Daily News Watch. We have Haziz Balogun and OK Obiozo. Great to have you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I can't hear Obiozo on the microphone. Are you shy? When you write all those things in the papers, you can't be shy. And
all right, I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, great to have you guys in the house, Haziz and Obiozo, right?
Yeah, thank you.
So these are guys who write every time you read the papers, you hear the stories and the gist. Oh, this person just got married. This person just broke up. This person just got a deal, $1 million. The other guys who write those stories, and we read them to you and tell you how those stories are, where they get the stories from. So we give you a little inside scoop today on the show. We have a couple of stories that made headline. We call them hot topics. Over the weekend, the Okoye brothers, one of them got married, and some people say it was like a concert. Some say, well, some people were missing from the ceremony, and conspicuously missing, I beg your pardon, I get that sometimes, was the Marvin group. Don Jazzy wasn't there, Tiwa Savage wasn't there, all the other guys were not there, and people are beginning to wonder, is there a beef between these people, or is it just maybe they couldn't just make the flight?
I would say it's that's anything to do with beef or anything like that. Firstly, you should know it's a Saturday. Saturdays is like the day most of these artists make their money.
Okay.
Some of them are out of the country, some of them are in different parts of the country having their shows.
Right.
I'm sure even the groom will not be mad at them because he knows that it is a day they are making their money. I don't see any beef there.
Okay, so yeah. There's no beef. Do you agree?
Yeah, to me, what I consider it to be is probably it could be business, but in most cases, these are colleagues. They are all in the same industry, doing the same thing, and I believe that the Okoye could have actually given them enough time, enough notice, inform them about what he wanted to do.
The same thing happened. Sorry to cut you short. When TUFACE was getting married and Blackface was not invited, and people were wondering how come Face was there and Blackface was not there, and Blackface replied and said, "I don't go to places where I'm not invited." Probably the invites didn't get to them.
In their own case,
maybe it didn't get to one person. They say, why would one person not get an invitation card? So we're not all going.
Okay, like in TUFACE's case, everybody knows the razzmatazz, the everything that has been going on and that went on while they were all in the same group. So considering that, you can say, okay, there could be one beef or the other, one disagreement, one misunderstanding between them. But in this case, I don't see any reason why the Marvin group will be conspicuously, like you said.
Yes, conspicuously missing.
Missing in that show. Yeah. At least there should be enough reason for even one of them to just be there to make up for the other members of the group. So I see something going on, probably a beef. Like you said, I see there's a problem. That's to me.
You see there's a problem somewhere. You smell a fish or a rat,
You mentioned about the TUFACE blackface issue.
Right, and blackface, yeah.
The jury is still out there. Blackface said he wasn't invited.
Yeah,
I spoke with TUFACE. He said he was invited. He was actually invited. The wedding was not in Nigeria. The wedding
was in Dubai.
And it's not just a local flight. You have to pay big money to get to Dubai. Probably that's why Blackface could not attend. You can't
but
say.
Why would he come out on social media and say, well, I won't go to a place where I'm not invited? He should just said, well, I was invited, but I was busy, you know.
Okay. Well.
Yeah,
maybe that's where the beef issue comes in there.
But Hafiz, if I will come in there, what I will say, to my own opinion, is that you see, it is left between Two-Face and Blackface to actually come out and tell us the real truth about what transpired, why one of them was not there. So let us, it's your words against mine. Two-Face has been able to come out to say, I invited him, and the other man said, Blackface said he wasn't invited. So it's his word against his. But who is actually telling the truth is what the media has not been able to dig into properly, to actually come out with concise information to members of the public, to let them know what actually transpired. And that is one thing that happens here in Nigeria, where we just gloss over information without going quite in depth to let the public know what really go on. That's why things like all these gossip sells. All what you just want to hear is that it happened, but nobody want to go in depth to know why,
really
how, and what really happened. So I blame that on the media.
No, it's limited what the media actually can do.
Very interesting topic, right?
It's actually limited to what the media can do.
Okay.
You go to Blackface, he says, I was invited. I wasn't invited. Your training dictates that you go to the other side.
To find out.
So you go to the other side and he says, I invited him. What can you do as a media man?
Right.
You know, so the best thing you can do is you lay both facts down. This man said this man said that. Let the public decide. Let them think whatever they can. It's hard for you to actually, it's hard to know what exactly went on. It's something between two people.
Okay. We're going to go to another interesting topic right now.
Okay.
And when I mention the name Empress Njama, people go, Empress again, what is she going to say now? This girl's haven't been in the movie for a very long time, but she's just very in the news all the time. Anyway, this is what she's saying. According to Empress, she says, while some women prefer to be richer than their husbands, many men don't want to marry wealthier ladies because they believe such will be of harm to them. Do you agree that men are afraid to get married to women who are richer, who are wealthier?
Well,
she has a range of sports.
Yeah.
She's in party.
That's a tough one. That's
she
a tough
like
one.
6 million naira every month. You know, and the guy is just a bank boy. You know, earns like 250 every month. Like, oh, this girl, hey, shy. Oh no. do you agree with Empress, or do you just think it's something she just came up with just to give an excuse? For
no, I'm sure she has a reason. Empress is actually a good friend of mine. Just some weeks ago I was in Abuja and we were together. Okay. So I don't know where that was coming from actually, because she's not married. No. And I'm married and I'm not in that category. So I really cannot speak much about that. About guys, women that are richer than their wives, than their husbands. You know, I can't really talk much on that because I don't really know how that would
men get threatened. Let me tell you, guys get threatened when they see women who has power. They begin to believe that they're the houseboys. Like, this woman just commands me anywhere. Honey, I'm going out. Please, okay, I'll cook for you, but I'm coming. Like, I can't even control her. The main issue is control. The men cannot control the women when they have such money and power. And so they're afraid to get married. They might have a relationship, but not marriage.
Marriage, yeah.
Yeah. So do you agree, right?
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
I don't.
You're an Igbo boy.
Of course I don't. It's a personal thing.
Okay.
You see, whoever is richer is not the bone of contention. It is how you're able to control your wealth and your richness. Let us look at this. There are people who are so rich, but they are so humble that you can't even identify or place that richness. Then there are some other people who are not as rich as that, but you see them throwing themselves all over everywhere. I suppose the difference between the two people, like Empress saying that men cannot control wealthy women, I don't think that is the reason. it is a question of the woman who does not even want to be controlled in the first place. It's not about the wealth. It's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing,
It's
huh?
a personal thing.
Okay. So we've been talking to Aziz Balogo, entertainment writer for Daily Entertainment? Daily Independent.
Daily
Yes,
Independent.
I beg your pardon. And OK Obiazo, a feature writer for Daily News Watch. And we're going to go to a next story now. We have another hot one, the immigration saga.
Yeah, it's sad.
A lot of people
It's quite
died.
sad. It's quite sad.
And we lost a lot of lives. People who actually scammed to pay 1,000 naira, get to a place, over 1 million people, 20,000 people, to get an assessment. And at the end of the day, the president is saying, okay, I'm going to compensate the families, I'm going to give them automatic job employment. I also have a cousin who called me over the weekend and said, oh, my dear cousin, I know you have links and connection now, please help me, help your cousin. I just want a federal job, any federal job, any federal job. And I'm wondering why people, want these federal jobs. They're probably looking for some kind of security when they leave office. They get some kind of pension at the end of the day. Why people have to go through all that just to get a job? It's crazy. I saw the crowd. I thought it was a football match between Yimba United that day, Oka United. It was. I'm like, just for 3,000 seats. I mean,
Yeah.
positions. It's crazy. What do you guys think?
Firstly, I think it's greed, really. You take 1,000 naira from over 700,000 people.
Right.
If you calculate that, it's running to billions.
Right.
I mean, it's not rocket science. With that kind of money, you can organize a well-organized exam room for them. Get schools where you pay them and you get them in classrooms and they write this test. Why do you have to take them into stadiums?
Do you think so?
I want to situate that from a different point.
Okay.
Like he said, why collect that money? You can actually do it better. Yes, I agree.
Right.
But let's look at another angle. You collect one from the news. We heard that the vacancy is actually for 1,500.
1,000, not 3,000 anymore. It's 1,500.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard 1,500. Okay, let's just juxtapose the two. 1,500, 3,000.
Right.
Why make it so wide that you have to collect up to that amount, 1,000 naira from a cross section of people?
Sure.
That is fraud. You
Sure.
know the vacancy, the amount of vacancy that is already there.
Available.
So there are ways you can go about it. You don't have to throw it so open. Yes, you want to make it public, but the truth is that there are no vacancy in the first place. Because those, call it 1,500, call it 3,000 positions, they were already taken. You have people in the House of Assembly who have candidate slots that are already booked.
What is it with the immigration job? Do you get some kind of extra pay?
No, it's all jobs. It's all federal jobs. So all jobs are like that these days.
Right.
I wish you could go out and see where they do these interviews. It's not just that job alone. It's because that one was made public.
Okay.
Yes,
And
exactly.
a lot of people knew about it.
Okay.
That's why there was a lot of crowd.
Okay.
Go to all these banks when they are employing, when they are doing their thing. You see the crowd. See, there are no jobs out there. You see, and it's difficult for.
Should we just go back to farming? Just
Yeah,
have
best.
have a garden in your house. Just
Best.
put
But
plants
another
and
thing I
chicken
want
there.
us to look at,
And fish.
another thing I want us to consider about this job issue is that most times the number of people who actually attend those job tests are not all jobless. So
Some already have jobs.
some already have jobs.
Right.
They want to move to a better job.
Yeah,
They
because
want
my
to-
cousin has a job. Really, she has a job.
Okay.
She just wanted a federal job.
So doing that is actually putting a lot of pressure on the vacancy, putting a lot of pressure on the examination at every point in time.
All right.
If we can have people who are sincere enough to come out at every point in time to let us know the number of people who are jobless, I think we will not always find ourselves in this quagmire at every point in time.
All right, guys, I have more stories.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Jim Ike is a hot, right? A hot guy, hot actor, very controversial as well, too. But he's dating someone that we call Beyonce. Nadia
Beyonce?
Murray. And you know she's dating this footballer before. She's dating Michael Essien. And people wondered, why in the world would she ever want to date Jim Ike? Because everybody knows him to be a bad boy, right? And Michael Essien like has more money and everything. Do you think these two people are like a perfect couple? And also, there's a rumor, okay, on TV, on this reality TV show, he gave her, proposed to her, and then said he was going to get married to her. But they're saying maybe that was just for TV. So this relationship with Jim Ike and Nadia Buhari, what do you guys
Wow. To me, the question is, why do girls like bad boys?
Michael Essien is a bad boy now. What are you saying? Michael Essien is a bad footballer. What do you mean? Have you seen his cars? Like cars, like roller cars.
Yeah, but most times it's not about the money. Most times it's not about the riches. Sometimes there is something the guy is doing that the other person is not doing.
Okay.
There's something unique about the person.
Okay, I think I understand that. Okay, what do you think? What do you think?
I think the Essien at the moment has another lady in his life. I don't know if you've gone online to really read about him. At the moment, there's this lady he's dating. So I'm sure Nadia Buhari would want to say, oh, I have my own man, so and he's a popular man. So you understand? Yeah, maybe it's a kind of payback, like, okay, you left me for another lady. Okay, see, I'm dating Jim Ike, a popular Nigerian star.
A popular Nigerian star. Jim, and then Michael Essien said, but does he have money like me? Guy ain't got money like me, please. And the guy started like, hey, what's up? Not even get money, sir.
Well, I'm happy for them both, though.
Okay. But let's wish them well. Let's hope that this will get to the altar anyway. Because there was somebody else who was in the news quite some time ago who was complaining that she was dumped for Nadia. So, and do we say that?
But there's another girl in Jim Ike's life at that time when Nadia was dating him. She's been friends with him for a long time.
Yes,
it's a Jamaican girl. So it's not.
Well, they broke up.
They broke up when they started dating. Yes. Nadia's always been a friend to Jim Ike at that point.
Yes, but they weren't dating then.
Okay, are you sure? Yeah. Maybe they had like little fling or something.
Well, with Nadia, yes, I guess they weren't dating then. But along the line, you know, it's a game of. It's a game of chance.
And who's always available?
You know, who's always available?
You're always talking to all the time, right?
Yes. So
okay.
I guess that was what happened. But let's wish this will get to the final.
I wish them all the best. As controversial as they are, especially Jim Ike, you know, you just sometimes wish, can Jim ever get married, really? So when you hear that he's engaged to someone, like, wow, what did that girl put in his food? I mean, what did she give him to eat? He just says, have a ring. There must be something in the water.
He's probably our man is growing up.
Yeah, probably. But the most important thing is that Jim Ike need to sit down and really know what he wants. I guess it's getting to that time when he needs to tell himself. How old is Jim Ike
anyway? Is he 40? Is it 40?
He's not 40.
Very close. He's not 40, but very close.
Okay.
Rushing down to 40.
Rushing to 40.
Yeah.
I get it. And there's another story. Densia was interviewed outside the country and she was asked to defend her brand White Niches. It looked like the people who did the interview actually had enough time to talk her down. And she's really prepared for the interview. And they said they had a picture of her, you know, before and then after, saying, "This is you, Densia, when you were dark. This is you, Densia, when you were lighter." And she says, "Whitenicious is not for bleaching. Whitenicious is to remove spots on your body. So if you want to buy a bottle of Whitenicious to bleach your body, no business." What do you think? Do you think she's a very good businesswoman? There are a couple of celebrities outside the country who actually look like they've used the cream, the bleaching cream. Rihanna wasn't that dark, was she? And she wasn't this fair back in the day.
Yeah.
Beyonce wasn't this fair back in the day. Awilo has not always been so.
Yeah.
So I mean, why are people taking a swipe at Densia? The questions are two questions now. She's a very good businesswoman. Do you think she's a very good businesswoman? And do you also think that, you know, people are just being, you know, just getting at this girl for no reason?
Let me take the other question about people taking a swipe at her.
Right.
I'm not someone who criticizes people. Like, if you want to be fair, be fair. If you want to be green, be green. If you want to be black, be black. So anybody taking a swipe at Densia for trying to change her skin. There are lots of people who have done that, just like you mentioned. A lot of people have done that. There are politicians who do it. You know, we know a very popular politician. You know, who does it?
There was one interview with the former governor of Oyo State.
Oh,
And then the press guy asked very directly, "Sir, why are you bleaching?" You must be very stupid to ask that stupid question. And he then took him to look at my stomach. Is this like I'm bleaching? He said, "But your knuckles, sir." Shut up! Stupid question.
So let them leave the girl alone.
Yeah.
Whatever she wants to do, let her do. And about the business, I'm all for business. If selling bleaching cream is what makes you rich,
She says it's not a bleaching. Why do you keep saying bleaching
but
cream?
we all know what it is.
From your, girls, when you have the spots, guys don't look at them again.
I understand.
For instance, you go on a bike and then the bike burns your feet.
I understand.
You need to.
If you saw this here before and after, right?
Yeah.
With that cream, that means she had a lot of black spots. To make her now, she said this is just for sport, right?
Right.
And she used to be dark. That means she had a lot of dark spots.
No, she was never dark. It was just Surulere days when you used to hustle and you were in the sun for too much. Now you go in the air conditioning studio and then back into your car. So
Really?
the hustle is reduced a little bit. Yeah.
And that makes her fair.
And definitely that will affect your color. But anyway, to me, as an original Igbo man, I will look at it from the business angle.
Okay.
She's been business-like. And if you're very, very convinced that your product is good, you need to first of all test it on yourself.
Oh yeah, she tested it on herself.
And that is what she did, and that is wonderful.
Yeah.
So the result is that I have tested it. I am my own first client.
Yeah.
So if it's good for me, then it's good for you.
everybody else.
So I'm looking at the business angle.
Finally, before we go, guys, this story is about Sweet Speed and Alicia Keys. They were vacationing, and then he had his ex-wife with them, and then he kissed Alicia full on the lips, and his wife was right there. His ex-wife was there. Do you think that's awkward? Do you think, going out with your ex-wife and then being all mushy with your present wife is normal? Do you think she should have gone with a boyfriend? Or do you think it's okay? Well, she's okay with it, it's fine,
I mean, for Alicia Keys,
Not for Alicia Keys. No, Sweet Speed was married to someone else.
Yes.
And then he divorced her and got married to Alicia Keys. This same woman actually, back in the days, accused Alicia Keys of breaking a marriage. Well, obviously they've settled this said beef. But they were out vacationing together, and Sweet Speed was being all over Alicia. Oh, darling, give me a kiss. Oh, give me a hug. And she was there like, okay.
My first question, is Sweet Speed...
awkward?
Is Sweet Speed still with Alicia Keys?
Where are you from? Of course. Who would miss that nice body and that nice voice? You wake up in the morning, you're singing to your husband. No one. Who's gonna miss that?
No, really. I thought I read somewhere that they actually broke up.
Well, they break up and they come back together. All right, guys. I think you could always see awkward for you.
But it's an awkward situation.
It's awkward,
It's
right?
an awkward
You think it's
situation.
awkward?
Yeah, it's awkward.
Okay, we're out of time. I know you guys love the show today. They'll be back again next week. You promised me be back next week.
Next week.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We'll be back here to chat.
We have on the panel today on Justice, Haziz Balogun from Daily Independent Newspapers, an entertainment writer, and Oke Obiazo from Daily Independent feature writer. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. See you again next time, and Thursday we'll leave you in the hands of this special artist, and this is Rhymes featuring Flavor, B Rhymes, and this is titled Marry Me. Okay, see you Thursday. My name is Zika. Bye bye. Peace out.